And like my girl Karen said, hey Karen, my girl, she said now is the right time, period. There is no better time to level up than now. You gotta level up. You can't stay in the same place. You can't keep letting months and quarters and years go by and you're still doing the same exact thing. When are you getting out of your comfort zone? When is it okay for you to say, it's time for me to get out of my comfort zone? It's time for me to feel uncomfortable right now. Listen, I don't like feeling uncomfortable. I don't want to come out of my comfort zone, but it has to happen if I want to evolve. The person that I want to become is someone who is open to things. Okay, so now I'm gonna share a story with y'all. Okay, don't tell nobody though. This is kind of personal, so I don't want y'all like sharing my business out there or whatever. But I want to share something with you in regards to this whole leveling up. This actually just happened tonight. So I am personally the world's pickiest eater. There is nobody on the planet that's like a pickier eater more than I am. Probably it's kind of a little insane. I didn't realize how insane it was until my boyfriend came along, until my guy came along. When he came along, then I realized maybe I'm a little off when it comes to food, right? He is taking me out of my comfort zone. Like cooking stuff. Like I eat out every night. He want to cook stuff and put all these seasons and things. I'm pretty much a plain Jane when it comes to my food. And, I kind of get irritated and I complain about it because it's taking me out of my what? Out of my comfort zone. Right. But I try to participate as often as possible, as much as my nerves will allow me to, because I have a very unhealthy relationship with food. I'm aware of that, right? So sometimes when somebody puts something new in front of me, and I'm so only talking about food, like I can get a little like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna tell you that's kind of embarrassing, but like I can get a little overwhelmed when clients fly me out. The one thing I tell them, don't cook for me. They still do, but I say don't cook for me because I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings because I already know I'm like a picky eater. So anyway, my guy is taking me out of my comfort zone. He's got me trying foods I don't want to try. He's got me tasting things I don't want to taste. Like the whole nine. I'm just keep it real. I'm out of my comfort zone. But you have to ask the question, why do you continue to allow it? Why do you continue to agree to it? Why are you open to it? And it's one reason. It's one reason and one reason only. It's only one reason. Okay. Because I'm uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable. I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable. I shift in my seat. Like I'm just telling you right now, I don't like it. It's uncomfortable. I don't want to put new foods in my mouth. I don't want them going down my throat. I don't want to go through the process. I don't want to taste it. It's disgusting, diabolically for me. Okay. But why do I do this? Why am I open? Why am I willing to put myself in such an uncomfortable situation when I clearly do not have to? I can just say, no, I don't want that. No, I'm not eating that. No, I could just say that all day, every day. No, 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 no. But I don't say that. Why? Because the next version of myself, she said it. I know. I know. She said it. But the next version of me is more open to foods. The next version of me travels the world and is in front of foods, and that version of me doesn't want to feel anxiety, right? That version of me is comfortable tasting new foods. She's had practice tasting new foods. She is more open minded about those things. And so the fight that I fight him today, okay, not physically, but oh my God, he be putting stuff up, he be cooking for me. I feel so bad. I be like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? Because I'm afraid. I'm afraid to try new foods. I don't like trying new foods. I don't want the flavor going in my mouth and me having to spit it out. I went and got something to eat the other day. The server pissed me off so bad, y'all. Let me tell you what he did. Okay, I get the same salad, I get the same meal for the last 5 years from this place. I go in there, order my shrimp and my salad, and he tells me, try the dressing. I don't know if this is your dressing. Well, why would you put it on my plate if you don't think it's mine? I said, well, have they done something new with the recipe? And he goes, no. I'm like, well, then I don't need to try it. I know exactly what I want. This is what I order every time. He says, okay. So I eat my shrimp. I pour the salad dressing. I only eat 2 salad dressings, okay, on the planet, okay? So I pour the salad dressing on my salad. I stick my fork in, ready for this beautiful flavor, and it was like some spicy ranch. Oh my God. Now I'm at this place like, do I throw up? Do I spit it out? Do I put it in a napkin? I'm starting to have a panic attack in this moment. I'm not even going to lie. Like, this is going through the whole food situation. Then I'm drinking. Now I'm drinking water, but the water is not curbing the flavor. So then I said, well, just give me a sidecar. Because I needed to cut so I had a water, a sidecar, a ginger ale, all just to cut the flavor and to keep my belly from regurgitating the flavor that I did. So it's bad. I don't want to try new food. Okay. I don't even want to deal with the outcome of what happens with that. But I want to level up more than anything. Like, I'm obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with the next verse. Well, what do I have the potential to accomplish? Like, if I was a teen mom and I was able to get here with little to no resources, what the heck can I do with all the resources? You see what I'm saying? And so it's like every time I get to this, I have to keep leveling up. So this next version of me, she likes to try new foods. This next version of me, I've actually seen the vision of her telling someone back in the day, I wouldn't try that if my life depended on it. Right? I could never say that today because today I ain't trying. You gotta put the steak in my if I like I don't want to try new foods. But the next version of me, the leveled up version of me, looks back and remembers this version of her. And she says, oh, I remember her, because that's not who she is now. So in order for me to get to that next version of me, in order for me to get to that point, that means that I have to be uncomfortable today. That means that I've got to try anything this man cooks, okay? And anybody else, really. It's not just about him, it's about me going out to a restaurant and ordering spin art dip, which I would never put in my mouth, or just having something that I would not normally have, committing to myself that I'm going to try one new food a week or a month or whatever, so that as that level up happens, I can get to the point, I can catch up to that version of myself that says, do you remember back when you was just like the world's pickiest eater, you wouldn't eat anything? And me and my guys sit back and laugh about that. When I first met you, you was like in a box, you wouldn't eat nothing. Now you try to eat my food. I see that version of myself. I've seen her. She and I have engaged. She's already told me, you're gonna laugh one day. You're gonna be sitting back laughing. I look forward to that. But going through the process of getting there is unbearable. It's uncomfortable. The whole salad situation the other day, you know what I'm saying? Still, when somebody takes the time to pour their love and their soul into cooking a meal for me, and I pick through that meal because my whatever I got going on can't deal with it. Like, it's uncomfortable. But that doesn't mean that I'm not going to keep doing it. That doesn't mean that I'm not going to keep trying, because again, what's more important to me is the level up, is what that next version of myself requires of me. And that means today I have to do the work to ensure that I'm making my next level, my next version proud. That future self, she's going to be proud. Okay. And that's all I can say. And I got to tell you, when I was writing this book, oh my gosh, I was getting so emotional because I was like, oh my gosh, I remember this. I remember, like, I was literally thanking myself so much, the like past versions of myself so much, because the work that I was putting in back in the day that looked like I wasn't doing anything right. It looked like everything was falling apart. That looked like I wasn't retaining. I wasn't learning. All of those things fit into play in my life at some point later on down the line. And I can look back and say, oh, thank you. Oh, girl. Oh, you dodged a bullet with that one. Or, man, you put your foot in that. The time and energy and effort you put in that. It didn't feel like it at that time, but now I'm thanking you for that work, for that energy, for that effort, for that discomfort, because look at where we are right now.